I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome to Game Time. Thursday already. Am I right? I am.
Off center. I don't like being off center.
Oh, that's okay.
I realize some of the stuff, because there are people that just listen to the audio, and I realize some of the stuff we do does not play to audio very well.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when I comment on the cows.
Yeah, no, we definitely cater to our visual listeners.
Yeah, but it's more fun to watch.
So, especially in Game Time. So today we are playing a game that I found recently at Target called Bad Choices. Wait, where's the camera? There's the camera. It's backwards too.
Right there.
Yeah, so it's called Bad Choices. And they have another one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the
Good
same
Choices?
kind of game. No, not Good Choices. But it's kind of like a I wouldn't say would you rather, but some of the questions are would you rather based, but then they're also just like scenario questions. So when you play as a group, it's more you start out, it's kind of like Uno. So you start out with a certain number of cards, it's like 7 or 8 or something like that. And the goal is to ask the other person or the other people that you're playing with specific questions, and you want to ask the people who are going to say yes. Because then every time somebody says yes to a card, like, do you like to wear, or I don't know, have you ever been fired was one of the cards. So I would ask someone I know that's going to say yes to that, because then I get to put in my card. And whoever ends up with 0 cards wins. We're not playing it like that this time, though. We're just asking each other scenario questions on, just for fun.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? You can go first.
I will go first. Also, as your dad, I can use some of these to find some stuff out.
And I can always, as your daughter, I can always not tell the truth.
That's also true. Have you ever tried to hack into someone else's social media account?
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
I think
you don't want to talk about it, I'm assuming.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Or tried to hack in. I mean, no. Tried to hack into somebody else's social media account.
Well, I mean, if you succeeded, that's still trying. You have to try to succeed.
I mean, yes, I have in my lifetime. Yes, I have done that.
Yeah. So, some of these questions say, like, have you done this within the last year? Which feels like an easy out, you know?
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Like, no, I didn't this past month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recently, no.
Okay. For $100,000, would you not bathe or shower for a year?
Yes. No, I can I still swim in the pool?
Yeah, why not?
Probably. I feel like after
you
the
just
first
can't bathe or shower.
I feel like after the first couple of weeks. Well, first of all, your mom wouldn't put up with it, but after the first couple of weeks, she also wouldn't allow me to go in the pool.
And you definitely wouldn't be sleeping in the same bed as her.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So
that's a tough one. That's a lot. Although
it's a lot of money just to not.
You know what? She'd be like, you know what? Yes, but you can't stay here. You have to go somewhere else
for a year.
Also, who's offering me $100,000 and not to? You know, like, what is that scenario?
Sounds like somebody trying to sabotage you.
Yeah. It's like, I'll give you $100,000, but you have to cut off your left toe. Why do you want my left toe?
Like, where's this lump sum of money coming from? Is it tax?
Also, right? Tax free, or so I gotta claim that because that's too much. Okay. Have you given out? See, this is one. Have you given out a fake phone number in the past year?
No.
Have you ever?
Probably.
You think so?
Probably. I'm sure.
I know. I definitely have, but it's been like, you know, salesmen that were bothering me, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I have signed up for things.
Oh, yeah, let me get your number. And I changed, like, the last digit.
The last digit. So sorry, whoever has that phone number.
Yeah.
You're getting all my spam calls.
Yeah, so.
That's funny.
It's not my fault. Well, it is my fault.
If a big fire broke out right now, would you push everyone out of the way to get out first? Everyone meaning me, because I
would not George Costanza. No, I would not.
Everyone for themselves.
Yeah, no.
Push everyone out
Have you
of
seen that Seinfeld episode where like
Probably.
he pushes the old lady in the with the walker and he pushes little kids out of the way? No, I would absolutely not do that.
That's so
Although
funny.
it's funny. Like you think of scenarios like that. Like there was, I forget what the scenario was. We were talking about that shooting. And this is kind of a serious topic, but it was where the woman was carjacked and they had it on video from somebody else's dashboard cam.
Oh yeah.
And they show this guy walking up to her truck and with a gun and getting in, and then sadly, like 2 days later, I think they found her dead.
Yeah.
And I said, like, you like to think in that scenario, if you were there, if you were the person whose car was recording it, like, would you do something besides just calling 911? Would you do something?
I would probably just call 911.
Yeah, I mean, you like to think like, but then you're like, I mean, that guy's got a gun.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'm not
worried about me.
Even if I'm carrying, it's like I'm not looking to get into a shootout. But at the same time, like if I was that person, I'd be thinking like, God, if I had been able to do something, that person might be alive still. You know what I mean?
He was like superheroing.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Had his own gun.
Yeah.
Shot him in the leg. Shot him in the kneecaps like the mafia.
Right. Shot his back tire out. Something.
Yeah, I just like to mind my own business sometimes with that stuff.
I mean, like I said, you like to do the right thing. At the same time, I've got responsibilities and people that I need to support and all that.
Yeah, so. I'm not. What do I look like? A Marine?
Yeah.
It's
me. Yeah. For $100, mine's a little less. This person. This is a more realistic scenario, and this person is just evil. For $100, would you tell a child that Santa isn't real? So for all the children watching, what they're asking is, would you lie to a child for $100?
I would, and then I would tell them later.
Like, just kidding. You'd share the 100 with them? Yeah.
I'd be like,
I only did that because they paid me.
Yeah. It's $100.
Would you shatter a child's childhood for $100?
Not $100. Okay, so I do. Okay, warning. I do have a lot of money scenario.
Oh, you do? I think that one was mine.
There were a lot of them, and actually, I think these are more interesting because
no, I have one more.
To me, it's interesting to see like what someone would do for $1. You know what I mean? Like, would you shave your eyebrows off for $1,000?
For $1,000? I don't think so. That's not enough.
Shave your eyebrows off for $1,000?
No,
I can't even see your eyebrows right now.
But they're there, and I know they're there.
I would, because I'm a woman and I can just draw them back.
Yeah, you can draw them back in. Me, if I draw them in,
If I look a little crazy for a little bit.
It's not a good look on me. Penciled in eyebrows on me would not be a good look.
That's true.
I cannot pull that off.
You would have to wear your hat real low for a while.
Yeah, that would. Now there is a price. It's higher than this. In the event of a zombie apocalypse, would you sacrifice everyone here to save yourself? It's kind of like the fire scenario, but this is the zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse, would I sacrifice? So basically, you and Mom.
Yeah.
For myself.
And Cooper.
And Howie.
Yeah.
For myself, or just
it just says to save yourself. Just to save yourself.
No, I couldn't do that to you guys. Couldn't do it.
That's nice. Thank you.
We would have to just go down together, fight till the death.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime. Is that one of the questions that you were wondering?
Yeah, that was one. That was one of them.
Have you ever talked your way out of a speeding ticket?
I gotta think about that. I don't think so. I don't think I've been that good at it. I think there was one time where after I got a ticket for going through a red light, I knew somebody that was a cop, and he said, "Oh, you should have asked him if he could just make it." And it was like there was a lesser version of the ticket that wouldn't have involved points, so then my insurance wouldn't have gone up. And after because went to court because I thought the cop wouldn't show up, and then and he showed up. So I got, at that point, it's
Wow.
just like, it's just
So
like my
you're
word
good.
against his, and they go, yeah, so we're gonna find you guilty on it. But I asked him, hey, if I had asked you to, would you have lowered? He was like, oh yeah, I do that all the time. Like,
So I gotta ask
but it
you
was
to
too
do it.
late. Yeah, well, yeah.
You couldn't have just done it for
Too
me.
late
Couldn't
at
have just been a guy, and you showed up today.
Yeah, it was annoying
You
too
could
because
have just missed it.
it was one of those places where there are two traffic lights that are like literally a block apart. I still don't, in this town, I don't know why it was set up that way because it was actually a very small town. I think it might have been that they actually put the traffic lights the way they did just to get people going through them so they could earn revenue.
Yeah.
But it was one of those where I knew even if you'd have no reason to blow one of them as a red light because you hit the next one anyway, so.
Wow.
Anyway,
Sorry you
so
went through that.
I'm still claiming I didn't do it, but I had to pay the ticket. Okay.
If I could go to court again, I would.
Yeah, that's right. I would like to appeal it. Have you ever been punched in the face?
No,
Wow.
never. Never been in a fight,
No.
period. Like
No.
maybe when I was younger with the boys, but we didn't even really like fight like that.
Yeah, I've been punched in the face.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Punched you in the face, Dad.
It was when I was younger. The kid came up.
Oh my God. You were beat up.
Right in the face. Yeah.
Did you do anything back, or you just cried?
I was in pain for a little bit, and I don't remember.
Punched you like square in the
I don't
nose, or
remember
like
where.
where?
Like right. Yeah, right.
Oh my God, he punched you in the face.
Yeah. I
And
think I threw a snowball at the kid. Came and
You didn't
punched me
fight
in the
back?
face. I don't remember.
Cried and went home.
I don't remember much about it after that.
Wow. So he knocked you out.
Yeah.
So he
But
won.
now that I think about it, I think I threw a snowball at him, so I probably deserved it.
It's not worth a punch in the
No,
face.
it's not. It's not.
It's a snowball. Probably like
Yeah,
barely
that's
hurt.
true.
Unless it was that hard.
It was.
That hard ice.
No, it was the heavy wets.
Wow, that's crazy. But the more you know, guys. Okay. Have you ever tried out for a reality TV show?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Like, not really. No.
A TV
No, I
show,
don't
period.
think so. Yeah, I was trying to think if like at one time we had talked about like, your mom and I going on like what is it, Amazing Race? We didn't.
Yeah.
We just talked about it. But
I think y'all would be good in that.
I was on season 2 of American Got Talent. Though. I wasn't. I don't know why I said that.
You did show up to a film of the it's not a reality TV show, but isn't it like the Tonight Show or something like that?
Oh yeah, I was in the audience.
Wow.
Late Night with David Letterman once, yeah. Back in the 80s when Late Night with David Letterman was a thing.
And people were like just clawing at the door to get in the studio audience.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. And funny thing is, one of the guests that night was Jerry Seinfeld, and it was the week that the last episode of Seinfeld was going to be on TV, so it was like really big that he was there.
Nice. I've never done a reality TV show either. Wouldn't. I don't think I would.
If I did, it would be Fear Factor. No, it would not be.
Definitely not. Be off the first round.
No. Maybe a game show. I'd do Wheel of Fortune, and I would win if I did Wheel of Fortune.
I would do Family
So
Feud.
Wheel of Fortune, call me up.
I would do Family Feud, and I would win.
Yeah, Family Feud would be good. That would be fun. We should look into that.
You should. Like we already played on our podcast.
Yeah, so we have experience.
There you go.
Have you ever been cut off at a bar?
No.
There are people in this house who have.
Who? You?
No.
Mom?
Well, there was that one time. It wasn't at a bar, but we went to brunch and they had unlimited mimosas.
Oh, you guys
and
have
we
been cut off.
found out there was a limit to the unlimited mimosas.
Yeah. I mean, I've went somewhere where
Too loud, they just stop giving you them.
that's crazy. Yeah.
They don't actually cut you off. They just stop coming around to ask you if you want more.
Yeah, they don't make a spectacle
No.
and say you're cut off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. Okay, would you spend the night in a full porta potty? Would you spend the night in a full porta potty for $10,000?
Oh, absolutely. A full porta potty.
A full
when you said full porta potty, I'm thinking like an actual real porta potty.
Yeah,
But you're saying one that's like full. $10,000. I think I could do it
for just the night.
Is it
not 24 hours? It says just the night.
Just the night. Yeah, absolutely.
Spend the night.
Is this during the time where I'm not allowed to shower though? Because those two might not go well.
That
together.
could get rough. I would, if I could pick the time of year that I would spend the night in a porta potty, I would prefer it be winter.
Yeah.
Heat of summer. Anyways,
Chris Cooper found another squeaky toy too. Okay.
Yeah, if you're spending the night in a porta potty during the summer.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, during the winter it would be easier because can I take some poopery in with me to spray down?
Yeah, it doesn't say you can't. Yeah, you just gotta spend the night in there.
I am good.
You could wear
I am good to go. Pardon the squeaky sounds.
You could wear a full mask. Like
that's true too. It doesn't say I can't. I could wear a hazmat suit in there. And with my $10,000, I can probably buy a couple of hazmat suits. So
well, you get the money probably after you.
Yeah, true. That's okay. I'd take out a loan.
Add the credit card, pay it off after.
Yeah, fine. Pay it off after. Okay, this is an actual would you rather question because I think we had this question. Would you rather? Would you rather know when you're going to die than how you're going to die? Which would you rather? Know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
Probably how.
How? Yeah,
I don't really want to know when. I don't want to be like.
I want it to be a surprise. Unless how is like some way terrible, you know, like because if they tell me that, well, okay, so here's the thing, you're gonna get run over by a freight train. Like I'm gonna spend the rest of my life like everywhere I go, like
avoiding trains.
Trains around here.
I'm gonna be avoiding trains.
Yeah, like an airplane is gonna fall out of the sky on your head. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Every time I hear an airplane, I'm gonna be ducking.
See, that's why I want to know.
Where if you right, yeah, true.
I don't want to know when, and then I don't know how, and that whole day I'm just like.
Well, and when it's just gonna be like, all right, this is the. Plus, I feel like
the day.
Plus, if I know when, I feel like I would be a bad person up until then because I'd be like, I'm dying anyway, I'm not showing up for work today.
True. That's true.
Nope. It's me. Oh wait, no, it was that. Go ahead.
I know you like your card.
Yeah, I answered it too, so I thought it. Yeah.
Have you ever thrown a party for a pet?
I have attended a party for a pet. I have not thrown a party for a pet. I think you attended that party too, maybe.
I have attended a party before.
They're fun unless there's too many other pets. Like if the pet invites their friends, then it gets a little out of control.
They say like pet parties are very like a white people thing.
Yeah. Well.
But
we are what we are. I also like pasta.
I like pasta and pet parties. I don't think I would ever throw my pet party just because honestly, I
feel like it's for you.
Don't have anyone to attend it. Yeah, exactly.
They don't know.
As a soul, like
they may enjoy it, but they don't know why you're doing it.
As someone who only has cats, I just feel like cats don't care about.
Oh yeah, cats don't need a party ever.
They don't want anybody over.
Try putting a party hat on. It's not happening.
And they don't want a bunch of people in the house. And especially a bunch of other cats. True. They don't want
like dogs. It's like when somebody comes over, they're like all excited, and you got here, and Cooper was jumping up.
Especially if like there's other dogs there. Like
there's people here. I'm gonna go lay under the bed.
Right.
Which is also what I do when people come. I go lay under the bed.
Mabel escaping to the closet immediately.
It's very true. Pets do not enjoy pet parties. This is another would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather be with someone smart or someone gorgeous?
Smart. Period.
Okay. Mic drop. No, don't drop the mic. We still need it.
Yeah, no, definitely smart.
See, I lucked out. I got both.
True. True. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want somebody stupid.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot to deal with.
No, that's true.
And it's embarrassing. Like you don't want to
Like,
be the
I
person
find-
inviting the stupid or inviting.
I find it difficult to be around stupid people for very long. My violent side starts to come out when I'm around stupid people for too long.
Okay. I mean, I guess I have to ask you all these, but okay. These are all money ones.
How many more do you have? I only have 2.
I have 3.
Oh. Okay. I got to get an extra one.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I went first.
You went first.
Yep.
Would you cut off, and then I get an extra one, and the next thing you know, we're an hour and a half in this.
It's not letting me record.
Oh, you only have one more? I don't have any. But give me another one. Would you cut off one of your ears for $500,000?
Yeah, because I think the 500,000 could more than pay for the surgery to put it back on.
Oh, true. It doesn't say you have to just throw it in the trash.
Nope, that's the right amount. That's the right amount. I think it probably costs about 20,000. I'm thinking to put it back on.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
I'd still be up for it. And then the tax question comes into play too, though, because if it's tax free, that's a whole lot different than if it's tax.
Wow, that's quite the loophole. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, let me just cut it off and pay to get it back on.
See?
I want all this money stuff though. I want all these amounts to be untaxed.
Yeah, they should be.
That's also the only way I'm doing it. I'm assuming it's like a rich person next to me just giving me that money.
Yeah, totally under the table.
Totally.
Don't give me a check. Just
suitcase it.
Yeah. Speaking of money questions, would you sleep in your bed with an uncovered tarantula, not knowing if you'll be bitten in the night for $10,000?
No.
No, 10,000 is not enough.
Absolutely not enough. Absolutely not.
The way I look at it, you just don't sleep.
Where I'm still in bed with him.
That's
or her, whatever tarantula.
But it also does not say. I mean, like if you stay awake and the thing starts coming towards you, you just go the other. I mean, I don't know. I'm just
rolling 10,000. No,
I'd do it.
I don't even want to be in the same room with a tarantula for 10,000. Let alone
anti-venom. The anti-venom can't cost that much.
Absolutely not. It's a no for me.
Okay.
Would you live on the streets like a homeless person for 1 year to triple your salary the following year?
Triple my salary? Well, no, because here's the problem. If I lived on the street like a homeless person for a year, I definitely wouldn't have a job. Because how's that going to work out? Because I need Wi-Fi. And well, Starbucks might have Wi-Fi. Now, and so if I'm tripling my income, then my
hotspot
3 times 0 is still 0.
A hotspot on your phone in the street like a homeless person.
I would not.
Hey, Mike, you're looking a little rough.
I like my AC too much.
That's funny. Triple your salary the following year.
It's a lot of money, but I'll cut off my ear instead.
Yeah, true for $500K.
Okay, this is another one of those. This is another one of those dads finding out about Alyssa. Have you ever used a fake ID?
No. No, I never have.
Good.
Never needed to. But you want to know a funny story? I was actually just talking about it the other night. On my 30th birthday, I went out it was like the night before, and then the plan was to like be out when it turned midnight, and then I turned 30. The night that we went to dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
Cheesecake
Factory.
So we went out to Point Orlando. They have like a few bars out there, like Coyote Ugly, I think is one of them, and things like that. And my ID expired, I think it expired the next day or something.
Oh yeah, because it's on your birthday that it expires.
Yeah. So it expired, and we were out there at like, I don't know, it was like probably 10 o'clock or something, like a couple hours till midnight. And the guy at the door was like looking at it like, just so you know, this expires tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, I know. He was like, just letting you know, like, if it was tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to let you in right now. I was just like, okay, well, it's not tomorrow. Like, give me my ID back and let me in.
But wait a minute. It's you know what, the guy's probably an off-duty police officer, and that's why he was telling you that. But it's still odd to me because
True,
it's
I
like,
didn't think about that.
It's validity. Like, you're supposed to be looking for somebody's age, not for whether or not it's expired.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, what? First of all, give me my ID back because you're staring at my ID way too hard.
Yeah.
Like, over here memorizing my address and everything. Like, give me my ID back.
Yeah.
I thought that was so weird. Even to be like, just so you know, like, if it was tomorrow, I couldn't let you in. Like, okay, well, it's today. So good thing
Yeah.
it's not tomorrow then. Give me it back.
That's funny. Giving you a hard time about that expired.
Not even expired. Almost
Not yet
expired.
expired,
Yeah. Like, who are you, my dad?
Yeah.
Oh, that was really funny. Especially as like an almost 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Would you keep working at your current job if you won a year's salary in the lottery?
Yeah.
You would just keep working throughout that whole year?
Yeah. It would have to be a lot more than that for me to quit my job, because
then in a year you would have to find a new one anyways.
Yeah. Who knows?
You might as well just stack that extra money.
Like, if I win, like I always try to think, what's the amount of money you would have to win to be like, I'm done work, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, because I feel like I only play when the jackpots get like really, like when they're talking about it on the news. It's that big that they're talking about it on the news. That's when I play. And I just realized, how did it take me this long to realize I'm in full Phillies uniform? I look like I'm about to go play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, don't you have to go? You have your game tonight.
So I'm late.
I just realized you don't have any more cards. Wasn't that a fun game though?
That was a fun game, yeah.
It's funny. Yeah. It's funny to play because of some of the questions it asks. It's like some out of the ordinary questions. Yeah. And there's a lot of them there too.
Yeah.
And it's really funny when you play with a group of people.
There's the stack, and but wait.
That's only half of it, yeah.
Yeah. Trust me.
You can't get it. It's really fun when you play with a group of people because obviously, like, you want to ask people the questions that you feel like would say yes. Because then if you say yes, I would take a year's salary or
Is it whatever. If you get their answer right that you get?
No, it's just like, so this last question I asked, would you keep working at your current job if you won a year's salary in the lottery? I would ask like somebody that I know or feel like would say yes to this. Because if you said yes to this, then I'd be able to put that card down, and now I only have 4 left.
Okay, got you.
So the goal is to like keep asking people
normally you don't
questions.
do what we did. We picked out our questions. You don't.
Oh yeah, you just
pick the next one.
Because normally you just pass them out. Like you just get the
like you're dealing cards.
And then there's some cards in there too where it'll say skip the next person's turn, create your own question,
draw two,
things like that. So the goal is to get rid of your cards first.
So it's like Uno.
And then if you just have like, let's say 3 cards that you know nobody's going to say yes to, you can also skip your next turn and trade in that card for a new card. Or right. if I have like 1 card that I know no one's going to ask, I could skip my turn and trade it in. Or if none of my cards left, I think people are going to say yes to, you can also just trade in your whole deck and skip your turn. Pretty fun. It's a really fun game.
Also, some inappropriate questions. Don't play it with the kids.
Yeah, there are.
Unless the kids are adults.
Or your parents, really.
Or your parents, right. Depending on, what's going on. That was a fun one. We'll do that one again, too.
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of cards to go through.
All right. Thanks for playing with us today, and hope you enjoyed it. I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah, I did enjoy it. Okay. Anyways, bye, everyone.